Good morning everybody, how is it going? Today we're taking a look at the game between Evil Geniuses and Vega Squadron for the WePlay League Season 3. We're looking at this game because I wanted to look at the game that's played in 6.87. And there aren't that many games like that, so I thought I would just pick the first one and seem somewhat interesting. So yeah, anyway. I like Evil Geniuses, I like Vega, Squadron, VS. Do you call them VS? No, I think people call them Vega. Vega? I don't know, whatever. Anyway, as per bands, we have Darkseer and Bounty Hunter and Enchantress and Beastmaster. I gotta be honest with you, right? 6.87 really didn't change up the metagame that much, at least from what I can tell. There's gonna be a new hero in Axe, obviously. I'm not sure if he's in competitive yet, but I would be very surprised if he doesn't end up there. But other than that, right, it's just like, you know, mostly all of the heroes stayed the same. I mean, we have less OD now, less Invoker, and, you know, I guess just kind of that, less Death Prophet possibly, but she's still pretty good, you know, it's like a little difficult, right? But overall, like, a lot of the heroes that were strong before, like Nature's Prophet and Lone Druid, are still strong now. Actually, we just saw one of the new compatrons banned out. We have the Clinks. Clinks has a bunch of new tools to work with. The small -2 armor item is actually really good on Clinks. Also, he does have the new Orchid, right? The Bloodthorn, just bonkers on Clinks yet again. So overall, yeah, he definitely benefits from this. But you know, other than that, it's just like the usual suspects, I suppose, right? Emberspirit and Ursa also being banned out, and we're going into the last ban for Vega. It's going to be a Queen of Pain. Evil Genius's turn to pick, and we'll see how that works out. But yeah, you know, overall, again, I think the meta game is still very similar to 6.86, but we'll see how this plays out. We have Slaughter being picked up, which is interesting actually. Lone Druid is already part of Evil Genius's lineup, so we have the Lone Druid probably off lane, right? So Slaughter is either support or safe lane farm. I mean, safe lane farm Slaughter is actually really interesting, especially if you consider the Echo Blade, right? Echo Blade or Echo Saber, whatever you want to call it. The Echo Saber with the Bash sounds pretty damn sick. Bash is actually a really strong ability. Also supplies them with a lot of mana, some strength. Like all of those are things that the Slaughter can definitely use. So maybe Echo Saber Slaughter is a thing we'll see him. Nature's Prophet being picked up, not surprising whatsoever. That hero is ridiculous. Nature's Prophet is really powerful, and I would be very surprised if we don't see him all the time. Phoenix being picked up for Evil Geniuses. Just another really solid hero. Not a mid though, right? Not a mid. Not really a support. I mean, you can play him as a support. Actually, no, that's not true. You can definitely play him as a support. So we'll probably see the Lone Druid in the offlane, Slaughter safe lane, Lion, Phoenix support, and then somebody for the mid. Something like that. Drow Ranger picked up for Vega. So they just need another support. They have got the Doom on the support. Nature's Prophet is just going to be in the offlane. Puck, mid, Drow Ranger safe lane. They're probably going to be looking at something like a Witch Doctor. Oh, but there goes the Witch Doctor, right? Witch Doctor's banned out. Wouldn't be too surprised to see maybe a Visage that could work, right? They do have a few heroes like they've got Nature's Prophet and Puck and already benefit from the Precision Aura. Why not slap the birds in there? I think the Wind Ranger being banned out. So yeah, Evil Geniuses is looking for mid, they approve of that. And Vega Squadron is looking for support. Evil Geniuses agrees as well. So we'll see how that ends up playing out. Dazzle is still in the pool. Dazzle is always really powerful. They also do have a lot of physical damage coming in, right? Although maybe they don't have enough damage overall, so they could possibly be looking at somebody that hurts a bunch, right? Or maybe somebody that can actually disable people for a long time, or some sort of physical protection. So there's actually a lot of options there, right? Tusk maybe. Would be surprised though. Maybe Winter Wyvern. We'll see, right? Disruptor, sure. Alright, so somebody that disables, somebody that gets people out of position. Yeah, not too surprised by that. Broodmother coming out for Evil Geniuses. Now that is interesting. So that's going to be a mid-lone druid. Mid-lone druid. We are going to have the Broodmother in the offlane, and then Slaughter actually as the safe lane carry. That is definitely interesting, right? Not just interesting, it's actually a little odd, I would say. We haven't seen a lot of mid-lone druid recently. Although I'm not saying it's bad, it is very powerful still. It's just a little unconventional at this point, I think. But let's head into the game, shall we? Let's get a good yawn on before we do that though. Good yawn. Alright. Oh, look at this. PPD already teleporting down here, just gonna drop his ward, I assume. No, just get that out of the way right. What is that lion said? The fuck is this shit? That is disgusting. Alright. But there we go, we put down the ward. It does not block the camp, as you can see. Would be surprised if they block the camp, but just, you know, just checking. Just making sure that we are all on the same page there. But yeah. So we do actually have Sumail going into the mid lane on that lone druid. The bear, all of Venomous Stout Shield. So it's an interesting lineup from Evil Geniuses here. Gotta be honest with you, but I also think Vega has quite the cool lineup. We'll see how this plays out, right? We'll see how this plays out. The Broodmother in the offlane is always an issue, right? And you can see Bulma already starting out with his Soul Ring, so he's ready to just sit up here and farm up. Just sit up here and farm up, and Vega's gonna have a problem with this, right? They're gonna have some trouble. Just because Drow Ranger doesn't do that well against him, right? Doom doesn't really do anything. Disruptor? Right? I guess Disruptor can handle it a little bit. No, not really, right? So overall, it's just gonna be, a struggle to go up against that Broodmother. Bulba's gonna have the time of his life, and a Broodmother that gets to do whatever she wants to do is always an issue. It is always difficult. Also, her set is disgusting. Are those teeth on her back? What is up with Evil Geniuses and these awful sets? Holy shit, that is awful. What is that? Abdomen of Perception. Wow. Alright. Well, that's interesting. Oh well. So yeah, I got Sumail just macroing the bear by boxing it with the hero and then, you know, moving around at the same pace as... Really? Oh well. So let's go and take a look at the game, or at the lanes. We've got Mag at the bottom lane, actually gonna get murdered right here, killed by PPD on the line. But Mag on the Nature's Prophet playing the off lane for Vega. We have Solo on the Doom, just currently jungling up, you know, trying to get some farm. No on the puck in the mid. We have Sima, the Slayer, on the Disruptor in the top lane, and FN playing the Drow Ranger. Bulba, of course, as we saw earlier, playing the Broodmother. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. He's in no rush. Sumail playing in the mid lane, trying to not be a retard. At the bottom lane, we got PPD playing the line. AUI 2000 on the Slaughter playing a carry. What exactly did I miss? Okay. AUI 2000 on the Slaughter at the bottom lane. And Fear on the Phoenix. That is really interesting that AUI is now playing the safe lane carry and Fear is playing the support. It used to be a little different before all of these switch arounds. Oh, actually no one is taking a lot of damage. Uses his healing potion, and Sumail should drop to Mag. No, nice. Saving it to the last second, and Mag is actually dropping really, really low right here. Both of those heroes are gonna have to retreat. And turns out that nobody ends up dying, and everybody's happy, and it's a beautiful fairy tale moment. Actually, Sumail just runs in and dies. Good work, Sumail. Well, at least he gets no one for his troubles. But, of course, this is not a good trade. The Puck got the better end of that, since he got the experience, and he also got, I think, more gold. Yeah, he did get more gold, so overall, it's just much, much better for the Puck. I'm sure Vega is gonna be happy to take that. Also, makes it so that the bear is now on cooldown. If they somehow can manage to kill Sumail within the next 2 minutes, he's gonna be a little bit of hurt, because it's just kind of out of bear, which is really bad if you're playing Lone Druid. You know, like, despite the name, he doesn't actually like being lonely all that much. So yeah. Anyway, Bulba's got his nice little item if he wants it. Can go for the Soul Ring. I think it's a little interesting that he went for the level 2 and spawn Spiderlings. Usually when you see Broodmothers, they like to get the second point into Spin Web early on. Right, because full webs just gives you so much more space than 2. And level 2 Spiderlings doesn't really do a crazy amount yet. Now you can see he's trying to last it with it. It's not really working. Right, now he needs to spin a new web just so he can actually get something done here. Oh well. You know, just usually Broodmothers in the very early stages prioritize getting levels, and then after getting those levels, they go for, you know, like the more aggressive, like, hey, we have spiders playstyle. but at this stage, not usually. Right? Oh well. Oh well. Mid lane is obviously being won by no one. He's ahead in last hits significantly. He's also got the kill, of course, so he is completely dominating Somalia. Overall, I think like both teams are kind of doing as expected, right? We have the Drow Ranger just farming up top, we have the Slaughter just farming up bottom. I really wonder if the Slaughter's gonna go for that Echo Saber. That would be cool as hell. I would be so up for that. I also wonder if the Broodmother's gonna get a blood form. You know, not just straight blood form, but get yourself an orchid. Alright, there we go. We got the Soul Ring now down on the Broodmother, so she can go ahead and spin her webs. That's a big mark for this hero. You get the Soul Ring, she starts taking off quite a bit. It's actually a very significant buff to her farming, fighting, everything potential, right? She just becomes a lot more. She just becomes a lot more powerful. We have a bunch of dudes up here, though. Oh, Fear diving deep. Actually coming out with the laser as well. FN is going to be stunned up, but the Disruptor keeping the Broodmother away. And PPD is now in a lot of trouble. Mag teleporting in because the Disruptor still revealing PPD. And it seems like the Lion should drop. Yeah, the glimpse out, and there goes the Lion. Just picked off. Nature's Prophet ends up taking that kill. And what ended up as a quick gank on the Drow Ranger. Or what started out as a quick gank on the Drow Ranger ended in a quite reasonably sized disaster for evil geniuses. No, this is actually really, really bad, right? Like, because at the same time while this is happening, actually, no one is up top with an invisibility. Oh god, this is not gonna end well, is it? They do have a sentry around, so if the puck feels like going in, then they would spot him out, so it ends up being just fine. Now, the reason why they're doing this is because AUI at the bottom lane just got a complete freeform, and he's being completely ignored. He's got a Sum of Iron Will now, so he's gonna work on an armlet, but at the same time, right, AUI is just free to do whatever the hell he wants, right? And that's a problem, right? You can't let somebody just get that much freeform. The Nature's Prophet should really try to maybe go into the bottom lane just to bother the Slaughter. Like, just to apply some pressure, or if not the Nature's Prophet, send the Doom there, right? But send somebody down there, because right now, this is the problem, right? You give Slaughter the free farm that he would be getting if he had supports, but not only that, but you also open the map up for the supports to do whatever they want. And Solo right now is getting burned by a Phoenix. This wouldn't happen if there was actually somebody in the bottom lane challenging the Slaughter, because then the Slaughter would need some help, right? And we got Mag at the bottom now. He's got himself some face boots, so he's starting to deal some damage. I really wonder what the Nature's Prophet is gonna go for. Face boots seem pretty cool, right? Tends to be the item of choice for most players. I wonder if drums are still something that people like, you know. These days, they are a little worse than they were beforehand, so it's gonna be interesting to see. Also AUI, by the way, picking up a Windlace. It's interesting. Wonder what he's gonna build that into, if anything at all. Maybe just casual movement speed, right? Like, why not? It's a pretty cheap item and it does quite a bunch. I've actually seen a lot of people just go for casual Windlaces. You know, just get that movement speed going up. Meantime, at the top lane, we got Solo just burning up some spiders. You know, having a little bit of roasted spider for dinner.
The seeds of fortune.
Why not? Seems tasty enough, right? Seems tasty enough. And they're still trying to kind of shut down FN though. Where PPD is camping up here. The spiders going in on FN. And that's really one of the big problems that the Drow Ranger has, right? She has no way of fighting these spiders, right? So, even though... Oh, by the way, Double Sage's Mask and a Robe of Magi. That is definitely an orchid coming out from the Broodmother. So, we might actually see that new fancy item. Oh, we got the web. No slow, but Solo traps himself. He's gonna get stunned up. That's a dead doom. We got no one coming in. They should trade for at least PPD, but they trap up Bulba as well. It's gonna be a double kill. Nice TPN from both the Pug and the Nature's Prophet. So of course, like, there's such a huge benefit of having a Nature's Prophet on your team. There's heroes everywhere, right? You always have to assume that the Nature's Prophet is gonna teleport in at any moment if you are evil geniuses. And that's bad for you, surprisingly enough. No more in the meantime on the run. Mid lane, by the way, we haven't paid much attention to it recently. That's actually a 6 set though. I was talking shit about those sets earlier, but oh, no one! Oh, dude. Okay, he's gonna be able to get out. We actually got FN coming in. He takes down PPD. And now Mag. Oh, the first hit attack. Oh god, the Nature's Prophet is dying. Mag might actually go down right here. Yep, Fear manages to get that kill. No one is now coming in for Fear as well. He should be dead though. Yeah, that is... No. Puck is gonna end up being fine for the time being. Gonna try to deny himself, but that's not happening. So Sumaya ends up getting that kill. I'm really surprised I didn't end up... Oh, that's a level 1 bird. Okay, makes sense, right? Level 1 bird only deals 40 damage. So, that explains why the puck didn't die to that. But, man, that was an interesting little fight right there. I feel so bad for Mag, too. Like, there was a really good shot at getting Sumail, right? There was a really good chance that he just kills the lone druid, which results in a very different encounter, right? Like the puck isn't dying then, you know, you just get the Phoenix kill and get out. The lone, I guess the Nature's Prophet also doesn't die then, but he just gets first hit entangled, and it's gotta be so frustrating, right? Especially in a game like this. It's game 3 out of a best of 3, right? Like you lose this one, you're out of something. I don't actually know what you're out of, but I mean, at least you lost the game, right? So it's just like, that sucks a little bit. That sucks just a tiny little bit. Oh well. Wolbar's now sitting at the bottom lane, by the way, which I think is interesting. What is AOI up to? He's got his armlet. Armlet, Windlace. Look at that. He moves at 522 movement speed, just like this. That's actually a little bit silly. I would still like to see some threats on him though. But just rushing the armlet. Armlet is actually pretty fucking sick now. Like 10 additional armor from that makes it really difficult to kill. Yeah. It's just kind of strong, right? So I don't mind seeing that on the starter at all. I think it's actually a very nice choice. Although Blink Dagger is still hopefully a priority. At least the 4-staff. Or PPD. Gonna be caught out up at the top. Got the Nature's Prophet ultimate. Not gonna connect in time. A little unfortunate right there. Was hoping to like bounce it off the creeps at the bottom lane or something and then hit the lion, but that didn't end up happening. And they're gonna lose the top tower instead though. So lion manages to survive, but top tower goes down.
The Radiant lost the top tower.
That's pretty good. And I wonder what FN is going for. Aghanim's lightning sub against Broodmother is actually pretty fucking sick. Not even joking. Aghanim's lightnings against Broodmother. You just clear out those spiders like it's nothing, right? You don't. It's not even like it's nothing. You just run in, hit them once, and they are dead, right? Like it's so incredibly fast. Might be worthwhile considering just because of that. Look at that, using the Phoenix heal. That's cute. That is cute. Sumail in the meantime, by the way, what is he looking at? Got a Sand of Midas. Doesn't have much else, but actually getting an infused rain orb. Fascinating. Actually, I wonder who brought that little tome. I mean, gotta be somebody, right? I would imagine they gave it to the... Probably the lion, right? Maybe the phoenix. I don't know. But they're both doing okay. They're both level 6. That's about as much as you can ask for at this stage, I feel. Right? Like, the mid hero is level 10. Like, highest level in the game here. Actually, highest level is AUI on that slaughter. Just reached level 11. But still, right? Like, overall, I think you can be quite happy with your 2 level 6 supports.
Radiant's mid towers get
On the other side, by the way, we haven't really talked much about items, but Doom is going for a Blade Mail, which I think is really interesting. Blade Mail is now really powerful, as we all know. And I also like that he's got himself the ice armor, right? So this is a tanky Doom. He's sitting at 20 armor right now. I really like the ice armor. I think this has been something that happened, that's like kind of been happening recently, but people have started to appreciate how powerful the ice armor is. Oh, by the way, got a glimpse back on Sumail. He's dead. Yeah, that's a dead lone turret. There we go. Picked off by the Nature's Prophet ultimate. A little unnecessary, but, you know. It's a kill nonetheless. And it seems that we're actually gonna go for Roshan right here. Yep, Vega is just going in. Maybe not. Maybe not. It's so easy to scout it out with the spiderlings, right? So, Evil Geniuses would know for sure. And at this point, the Phoenix deals a lot of damage, right? Having that supernova would be a problem. You can't really deal with that, just putting out 60 damage a second. And in this area, you can't really kill it because he's just gonna cast it up on the cliff, right? So you want to try to avoid that. Oh, Mag is dead. The finger, the bash. Oh, AUI takes that kill really quick. And that's gonna be the blink dagger on the slaughter, which that's about time, right? That's really something that they needed. And now Evil Geniuses can start forcing things. Like now Evil Geniuses can really go in and, you know, go for a lot of ganks, go for a lot of kills. And yeah, I don't know. I like it. Right? I think that's a pretty neat choice right there. Just having that early blink dagger. Like Armlet into blink dagger is actually kind of really sick. Because now AOI is gonna deal a lot of damage. He's gonna be very powerful during those fights. And I feel like they don't really have a good way of dealing with the slaughter right now. Right? Like what are they gonna do about it? You can't really doom him. He's gonna initiate you. He's gonna use his stun. Sprint is already active. He's gonna use his ultimate, right? You can't prevent this. You can't prevent the second row of those spells. But honestly, that's not that big of a deal. Now at the same time, Doom on a hero that has Armlet active is always really mean because they can't turn off the Armlet, so they're gonna be taking a lot of damage. But at the same time, it's still gonna be a struggle. Solo, gonna be stunned out here. Doom is taking a lot of damage, but he's so tanky. The Blade Mayor is also active, and Fear is just burning himself into the ground. He needs to get out. He absolutely has to get out, and Doom is gonna end up being just fine. Takes a little bit of damage, but not really much of a problem, right? Now, I mentioned this earlier. I really like that people have started to pick up the Ice Armor. Like previously on a Doom, you would almost always, well actually always, see the Alpha Wolf aura. And that's a good thing to have, right? But if you're playing a support Doom, which is what's going on here, right? This is not a safe lane carry Doom. This is not the Doom that's gonna be dealing a lot of damage. This Doom is just here to run into a fight and doom a guy. And then hopefully burn up a little bit of his Scorched Earth and the Inferno Blade. But mostly just push R and then you're kind of done, right? So, in that case, why not get that Ice Armor? Because it's gonna make you a lot tankier, and FN is just dead. Yeah, this Slaughter's a problem, and they can even go for Roshan now. Yup, amplified damage is on the big guy, and he's taking a lot of damage. I don't know if Vega can fight into this. They're definitely gonna try. Solo's already caught out, the Blade Mayor is active, and that's a bit of an odd egg. That egg is just gonna get popped. Okay, nope, Fear goes down. Puck jumps in, he's actually gonna take down AUI. Sumail has the edges, but that doesn't seem like it's gonna matter all that much. PPD stuns up 2 here, so now we got Boba getting doomed up though! The Broodmother should be dead right here. Glimpse back on PPD, he tries to TP out. And actually gonna be successful right there. But somehow Sumail, somehow PPD managed to escape. Everybody else goes down though. That was a bad fight for Evil Geniuses. And Vega is surely happy about that. Nature's Prophet becoming powerful. He got the majority of the money in that one. Right, and I'm sure he's, oh look at that, he actually did get drums. But I'm sure he's gonna be looking at his Orchid sometime soon. Like that's what I would expect, like Orchid, Shadowblade maybe, Lightnings, something like that. Right, BKB is probably a good choice here as well. I'm not really too sure about that one, but yeah, Orchid. I don't see a reason why you would not buy an Orchid on Nature's Prophet. It's such a natural item for the hero anyway, and with the new upgrade, it just scales into the late game so incredibly well. Yeah, it just seems like a must-have. Draw Ranger, by the way, is actually not doing incredibly well. She's up there, right? She's the highest net worth on her team, but sure, she wished she had a little bit more money. She's got her Lifesteal, she's got a Yasha, right? It's just not that much, though. It's really not that much. The Draw Ranger isn't doing incredibly well. It's actually kind of a problem that nobody on Vega seems to be doing incredibly well. Now, they do have like the advantage of being much more evenly spread out in terms of farm, right? Except for the Disruptor, everybody on Vega got something, while on EG, both PPD and Fear are kind of struggling. So that's good, but also the Lone Druid is out farming you, and the Slaughter is. That is not good, especially since the Lone Druid is soon gonna have his Sacred Relic, so we'll see a Radiance soon and all of that. That's kind of a problem. Solo running in with the Blade Mage, just kind of creating some chaos, but... Ooh, that may actually just be a suicide right there. Doom is gonna be going down. FN stuns somebody up. No, Dream Coil. Decent Dream Coil, not incredible though. At least he gets the bear. Bulba is gonna be picked off right there. FN takes that kill. Actually, it's Disruptor that takes that kill. Summer. What? Alright. AUI comes in, just gets a stun, but it seems like he's just gonna retreat. Blink out from... Actually, blink in from PPMD. The Glimpse gonna catch him out, and Lion goes down. Lion goes down. God, I gotta... Oh, my head. Please allow me to have some more water. Please allow me to have some more water.
Radiant's mid towers.
I didn't shoutcast the last fight, Bell. I'm not happy about that. Got a bit of a headache. I had a bit of a headache the whole game, but you know, gotta get videos done. Alright. We're back. I wonder what she's going for. Getting chased down by a courier, apparently. So it's just gonna be the early Mantis style. Mantis style is really sick on Draw Ranger, just in general. Right, but it's also gonna be especially nice here because you are going up against a Slardar, so you can get rid of the amplified damage. Also get rid of the Orchid. Right, so these are some nice benefits. I still think she needs a bigger beat though. Right, but well, you know what, the Mantis style is gonna be a nice choice here. She also has elected to barely put any points into spells at all. Right, so she's got pretty powerful stats. I wish she had another point into the Precision Aura though. Honestly, that is worth it. Right, like I understand skipping the other two, except for like the casual point into the silence. But Precision Aura is good. You should really max out Precision Aura. Helps out your team a lot. Oh well. Seems we're gonna see a push at the bottom lane. Draw Ranger Aura is also active, which means that all lanes are gonna be pushed. Right, like these creeps now deal a lot of damage. Actually, not anymore, but you know, for a little while, all lanes are gonna be pushed, which is kind of cool, right? She has that button. It's just like, push E, push all lanes. AUI gonna be jumping in on the Draw Range and actually caught out by the Doom and the Dream Coil. Starter's taking a lot of damage here, but the heal from the Phoenix is gonna keep him alive, but in the end, he still somehow ends up going down. No solos on the run here. Phoenix Egg pops in the end. In the backline, Summer FN goes down, and no solo gonna be picked off as well. Mag already down. That's a 2 for 3 in favor of Evil Geniuses, and Vega can't be happy about that one. It does seem like they are in a little bit of a rush, right? And I can kind of agree with that. They're probably gonna lose in the late game. Maybe not in the super late game, right? But it seems like they have a window right now, then they lose it, right? Then it closes, and then it opens up later again. Now the problem is that getting to that later again stage seems unlikely, because once that window closes for that little period of time, the Lone Druid is just gonna knock down your door. Right? Your window may be closed, but you better believe that the bear is gonna trample down your door and eat your face. And that's not necessarily what they are looking for, right? That's not necessarily what they are aspiring towards. That is a lot of spiders, hello. Alright, look at that conga line. Conga line of spiders. Oh well. But yeah, and that's why it seems like Vega is just continuously trying to get something done. They are continuously going for ganks. They're continuously just forcing fights. And it's just mostly fear. So Mare gonna be stunned out right here, taking a lot of damage. I like that he immediately breaks the ultimate, and actually he's gonna be caught out there. That's a dead Lone Druid. They finish him off. Seema takes the kill. Yet again, that's a 4-0-5 Disruptor. Look at this fella. He's surely happy about that. Gonna be getting his heals sometime soon, huh? It's actually kind of sick. Well, with the Lone Druid dead, no way to buy back. Even if he bought back, the bear is on cooldown. That is surely gonna be a dead tower, and well, seems like Vega is gonna just rush into Evil Genius' space. Somebody's got lightning, so seems to be a little, yep, we got the Maelstrom on the Nature's Prophet. Mid tower is getting sieged down. I don't know if Evil Geniuses can defend without the non-druid. I mean, AUI is probably gonna jump in right here. He gets one. That was not a good... That was not a good jump. The glimpse back on PPD. PPD should be picked off right now. No one's just gonna hit him a few more times. And down goes the line. In the meantime, in the mid lane, we actually got Fear dealing a lot of damage. AUI is doomed though. FN sitting in the middle of all of this, and it seems like the Starlet is gonna be picked off. This is the problem with the Armlet and the Doom, right? You just take so much damage. FN is on the run. He actually gets caught by Boba and needs to TP out, and not gonna happen. So it seems overall Vega is gonna be on a retreat now. Puck orbs out, blinks out. It seems like no one should be fine. Yeah, they can't catch up to him after all of that, but that was not great for Vega. They force out the double buyback, right? So at the very least they get that, but they still don't get anything done, right? And they also lose the Drow Ranger. Poor Drow Ranger. It's really not doing all that well. Working on the BKB now. Working on the BKB now. Mid tower, gonna be sieged down now. Got the bear sitting on top of that with the spiders as well. That's just gonna be a lot of damage. I like what they're doing here. You see this? Now, actually, wait a second. The barracks did actually end up dying. I did not notice that in all of that fight. So it seems like Vega actually did get the much better end of that fight right there. Disruptor goes down. Yeah, I completely missed that. It's just like there was a big fight going on, but I just saw the super creeps in the mid lane. So yeah, no, the mid barracks are down. So it definitely was a good fight for Vega. I'm sure they're happy with that, even though they lost 2 heroes. Alright, I probably shouldn't miss stuff like that. Oh well. Shiva's Guard gonna be next on Fear. It's got a Hand of Midas. I like that. I think Hand of Midas on Phoenix is pretty nice. Now the hero does need levels. The hero does appreciate having some money. Shiva's Guard is just so good on this guy. So, you know, having that Hand of Midas, securing that he gets both of those things eventually seems like a pretty decent idea. And I wonder what AUI is going for. I mean, he doesn't have anything. The Starlet hasn't made any progress at all. Right? They just demoted him to a position 3 ever since he's got his Armlet and Blink Dagger. The Non-Druid is the position 1, he's just farming up. And the Broodmother is in position 2. I mean, she's got more money than the Starlet, that's for sure. But yeah, AOI just is not doing well. He doesn't have any money. I understand it's difficult to farm with a Starlet, but you still gotta do it. Right? Yes, it's hard, but I mean, somebody has to. So, now you're the safe laner. Mac, by the way, grabbing the lightnings. So the lightnings are mostly just to deal with the Broodmother. Right? Makes it so she can't really use her spiderlings to attack you. And she can't really split push, because she'll just lose all of the little creeps. So I like that. It's also just a very powerful damage item. Right? Lightnings are just really, really good. So Roshan is gonna go down right here. FN picks up the edges. Almost has his BKB. They should probably wait for that, right? And it seems like they will. Yeah, they'll just let the Drow Ranger farm up that big item. Make sure she has what she needs to go into a fight. It's a bit silly that they aren't just letting her have those creeps. You know, she could have her BKB right now if you just let her have a creep camp. Alright, I guess not. That's just me. It's just like we gotta optimize everything speaking, but still, right? Like, I feel like they could be mounting a push in the mid lane right now, but they aren't. Oh, that's a Yos on the bear, actually. Oh, it seems like the bear is gonna go down. Yeah. Oh, nope, that's a dead bear. 300 gold for Seema. One hell of a rich disruptor. And, well, he has to resummon, of course. But right now is a good time to fight, because if you somehow manage to kill the Spirit Bear, then Sumail is useless. Just straight up useless. That's kind of a bit of a problem, right? So it seems like, yeah, Vega Squadron is actually going to use this opportunity. They're going top now. Doom is incoming as well. And you see this? I like this so much. I love that Solo is keeping the... Alright, disregard that. Fuck you. Fuck you too, Solo.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
Alright. Well, top tower's gonna go down right here. BKB is now ready on FN. With the Pack Wolf aura, they're gonna certainly deal a lot of damage. And it's not like a bad choice. I just like the ice armor a lot. I thought it was really cool. But Pack Wolf is pack leader. Whatever, it's a wolf. pack wolf. And so I don't know. Certainly nice. We got a Crimson Guard actually coming out. Really? We didn't buy that item anymore. I haven't seen that in forever. That is really interesting. Mag working on a sheep stick. Okay. So I guess we won't see an Orchid from the Nature's Prophet then. A little surprising, I gotta admit, but it doesn't really perform incredibly well against a Lone Druid. Right? It doesn't do a crazy amount against a Slaughter either. So maybe that's why. Right? Maybe he just doesn't feel like he needs the additional silence. I'm sure if this game somehow ends up taking super long, then we would see a Bloodthorn on him. But for the time being, he's just gonna go ahead, go for the sheep stick. You know, make sure that he has like a secure disable that works on everybody the same way. Right, like it's gonna work on a Lone Druid, it's gonna work on everybody. Sheepstick is just strictly speaking better than Orchid, in most cases. I guess then that means it's not strictly speaking better than Orchid, but Sheepstick is just really nice. So having a Nature's Prophet with that seems quite helpful. I also like that he went for the Mjolnir, by the way, just to get some more attack speed. Because with the Drow Ranger aura, he already hits pretty hard, so he just needs that additional attack speed to become like a huge problem during teamfights. And it seems that Vega are gonna be going into the bottom lane. Got the Nature's Prophet's army marching in. Smoke coming out, but it's immediately popped, at least on the bear. And the tower's getting sieged by FN. Bear coming in. AUI jumps solo, but he already has the Blademan active. Doom coming out on nothing. It seems that Doom is actually taking a lot of damage. Kind of a messy fight. Sumail caught in the middle of it actually. The Lone Druid is going to be taking a ton of pressure. The glimpse back in. Sumail should go down, but we already have... No, Sumail is still alive. Holy hell. Finally he goes down, but FN is going to be picked off as well. Now it's just Seema and FN, and seems like they're going to have to sacrifice the Drow Ranger. That was a huge fight for Evil Geniuses. They're going to try to catch out Seema as well, and they will actually get him. Oh god, the Disruptor trying to help the Drow Ranger right there. That's seriously, and that's just the kind of encounter where you're gonna say, alright, you got her. I'll just get out. But they have plenty of time to actually escape. Kind of an unnecessary death right there. Now the Slaughter has his BKB. This is not that great for Vega. And by not that great, I mean this is really bad for them. They must be falling behind by quite. Yeah, they're gonna start being behind soon. Right? And this is exactly what I was talking about, right? Now, Vega can't really fight. Because the Lone Druid is getting too powerful, the Slaughter has his BKB. Right? Broodmother got BKB as well. Lions surely gonna have his Blink Dagger soon. You know, the Phoenix almost has a Shiva's Guard. So now the window of opportunity is about to close, right? And open up for Evil Geniuses. Now Evil Geniuses are the ones that actually need to try and finish this game. And honestly, I have no doubts that they should be able to do so. It's just, they have insane pushing potential. They have great fighting potential right now. The Sorcerer is almost done on the Spirit Bear. This is just gonna be a problem for Vega, right? And yeah, I don't know what she even buy, right? Like the Drow Ranger, just what is she gonna pick up? There's like no item where you go like, oh, that's it, right? Like, every item is a little, I mean, I guess. Right? Like, just get Aghanims. Every time I see Drow Ranger, I just want her to buy an Aghanims. Puck with an Octarine Core. But that is a little odd. I mean, his spells got pretty low cooldown now. And he's almost unkillable with the phase shift. But that is odd. That is really odd. You know, you would expect to see maybe an Aghanims. Yules. I guess he's got a Yules, right? But like Sheepstick, possibly. Orchid, I could see. Dagon. But an Octarine Core this early on a Puck is just weird. I guess no one really felt like he wanted those lower cooldowns. Maybe, you know. Maybe that. Maybe he just felt like having an Octarine Core. I mean, both are kind of somewhat legitimate. That's definitely weird though. Definitely odd. I wonder what FN is gonna go for next. I mean, like maybe an MKB, but he's got BKB to deal with the Radiance, like Mischance. So I'm not really sure he needs it. Butterfly could be an option. Right, just stop getting hit by nonsense. Doesn't sound super sick either. Right? They're just farming the Radiant jungle though, but AUI is smoked up, and no one is actually gonna have to amplify damage on him. BKB out from the draw range, she's gonna be fine. No one should also be just okay. Surprised he hasn't used his Yules yet. No, should purge off the amplify damage. So, I guess he doesn't really care that much. Although, look at that. Minus 20 armor on a puck that has 6 armor. That hurts. That's a serious problem. Minus 20 armor. Man, amplify damage is ridiculous. That's actually just super insane. I saw Kuras now down on a lone druid, so BS looking scarier and scarier. Right, like now you can't even really kill it. Right, this bear has what, 25 armor. He's got his 2700 HP. Hits quite hard. This is really gonna be the problem, right? And you can't really kill him either. He's also really difficult to take down. Just gonna be a struggle, I suppose. Wonder what AOI is gonna be going for next, though. Right, like maybe Hammond's Hubbard or something like that. Maybe Force Staff. I wouldn't actually mind just drop the magic one, get a Force Staff, right? Like, gotta be MOBA. We're gonna be going for things. Oh no! I should get an Echo Saber, man. Do it. You know you want to. It's actually been kind of disappointing. We haven't seen any of the new items. I guess except for the Blade Mayor, but new. Alright, it's not really new now, is it? Sheepstick down on a Nature's Prophet. Force Staff and Ethelland. Ethelland's god, look at that cast range, man. This already has a ridiculous cast range. 2000 cast range now on the Glimpse. Ooh. Alright. And it's gonna be a butterfly on FN. There we go. So that's gonna be a strong draw ranger. She certainly hurts a lot now and definitely makes her more difficult to kill. But I don't know. I wonder if it's enough. Right, like that's really the problem here. Now Slaughter going for hard, I assume. Right, just gonna tank up, be tanky Slaughter. Seems reasonable enough. PPD still doesn't have Blink Dagger though. They really gotta give this line in some form. I think it's actually a really big mistake. Evil Geniuses does this. I don't really see any other teams do it like this, but PPD just tends to have nothing. Right, just literally nothing. It's got 3.7 net worth. That's pathetic. I mean, that's so bad. And the thing is, to get him a Blink Dagger, he needs 500 more gold. Right, just give him a creep A for like a minute. He's gonna have the Blink Dagger. Right, but instead you have the Broodmother and the Slaughter and the Phoenix all bursting it down. And now they carry around 700 gold. If you give PPD those 700 gold, which you could, because the creep wave is right there, then you would have a Blink Dagger on the line. And I promise you, that is one of the most valuable items you can have on your lineup. I don't know, I just think it's really odd. Sumail gonna be doomed out right away. AUI comes in with the big stun on no one. Oh, the pug! Yours, he's only got 20 life though. Okay, he's still keeping himself safe. Now the bear is gonna be targeted down. The FN trying to get some damage, and we already lost Seema. And the Phoenix Egg up on the hill. FN goes down. Mac trying to get Fear, but he's gonna get stunned up. He's actually probably gonna... Nope. The Hex on Fear. Mac trying to turn it around. But the Phoenix, of course, dies away. In the meantime, Boba gets a triple kill. Taking down the Doom in the background. And Mag and no one have to retreat. Not good. Not good. Evil Genius is probably gonna take Roshan. I mean, they could try to. No, they're just gonna retreat. I guess they don't really want to risk it, right? Like, the thing is, the Nature's Prophet TP's out and then immediately TP's back in, so he could fight again. And you can see the puck is also around. So they didn't want to risk going for Roshan at a low amount of HP, although they definitely could have gotten him, right? That wasn't a problem there, but yeah. I don't know. I just wish PPD had a Blink Dagger. That's all. I just wish PPD had a Blink Dagger. That would be wonderful. Alright, we got the Aghanims now down on no one. That's a big upgrade. I mean, Aghanims on puck is really powerful. I like it a lot. The 4.5 second stun, if you If the coil breaks, that's actually really nice. And cool thing is, you do have a 4-star. Just saying, right? Like, coil somebody, 4-staff them out of it, 4.5 second disable. I mean, I know it's a bit situational, but nonetheless, if you manage to pull that off, then that could just win you a fight right there. Lion still doesn't have Blink Dagger, man. I promise you, as soon as he gets a Blink Dagger, that's gonna lead to a game-winning play. But you see this? Right? Instead of taking that creep wave for himself, which I think is what he should be doing, he gives it to the bear. But the bear is not gonna be able to get anything done with it, right? Sumail is gonna have 1500 gold in his inventory instead of 1400, right? That doesn't do anything. Okay, nice trap right there. Coil on 2 heroes, AUI comes in and stuns up Solo. FN is sitting in the background trying to get some damage in, but actually AUI is just sitting on top of him. Mag now deals a bit of damage, but FN just gonna be picked off. That's gonna be a dead Drow Ranger. Well, no one and Mag are gonna be working on AUI now, but the Slaughter is so tanky. This guy is just not dying. Well, finally he goes down to the ultimate. Buys back. Bulba gonna be caught out as well. And seems actually the Broodmother is gonna be the one to go down right now. Got a double buyback. Bulba comes back. Slaughter's already on the run there. But Lone Druid is dead for sure. Well, Fear. He does have an egg ready. Shiva's got as well. Oh, there we go. Actually gets used up immediately. He might just die. Yup, that's a dead Phoenix. AOI is doomed. And Mag just takes on Roshan really quick. Gives the cheese to AOI, I think. Oh, come on, man. You didn't need to kill Roshan right there. It was a little unnecessary. Well, Vega is now going into the bottom lane. And this is exposed. This is bad. I mean, Lone Druid is still dead. The starter is dead. Guaranteed. He can't buy back, right? He just did. Phoenix is dead. And you have, well, you have 3 heroes, but those 3 heroes can't fight. And they do have an Aegis. That's gonna be a dead barracks. And Mag teleports in. Oh god, that was too deep. That was far too deep. He goes down. They still get the barracks. Solo's not taking a lot of damage. Gonna get murdered right there. Mag on the run. He can't blink. I mean, ooh, that was just far too aggressive right there. Oh man, that was just unnecessary. All right. Well, they lose the Nature's Prophet. In the end, they still get another lane of barracks, right? So overall, I'm sure Vega is okay with that, but a little bit unnecessary, right? Just a little bit unnecessary. But they're really starting to push ahead by a lot now, and I'm sure the Puck is going to be able to pick up another item soon, right? Likely going to be that sheep stick. Could be like, I don't know, Shivas, I suppose. I mean, that doesn't seem like a terrible idea. Got the double book on PPD, alright, and he finally got his Blink Dagger. God damn it, 41 minutes! You can't do this, you just gotta give them some time to get the money. Right? Like, it is so pointless. So pointless. To just carry around 3 grand on a Lone Druid. Oh man. And look at this. 2 grand on the Broodmother. What did she just buy? Demon Edge. So is that an MKB? It's probably an MKB to deal with the Drow Ranger. You know. I actually really like Broodmother as like a right-click carry. I think she hurts quite a bit. So, I don't know. Alright, just like, your ultimate is really strong. Buyback is on cooldown anyway. She could just get an MKB right now if she wants to. But yeah, like her ultimate is really good actually. It's just like 100% lifesteal for like 12 seconds. 14 seconds. 100% lifesteal for 14 seconds. Oh my god, the big Dream Coil on 3 heroes. Doom coming out on the Slaughter as well. AUI is just out of the fight. Mag kind of gets stunned up a bit. And actually AUI is not out. He disagrees with that one. The Phoenix Act gonna be used and just popped. Murdered on the spot. There we go. Slaughter finally gonna be taken down right there. That's 4 dead for Evil Geniuses. And they just call it. Just call GG. And Vega wins. What a mess of a game. Still looks like 6.86 though. Gotta admit. Doesn't seem that different. Just less Invoker and OD. Oh well. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed that video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a rating on the video. We'll definitely appreciate that. And I'll go cure my headache right now. I didn't know I had this before I started casting, but holy shit, I'm not feeling well. Goodbye.